What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The Spectrum Show. My name is Spencer Mark, and this is Sean Cabot. We've got another amazing episode for you guys.
And that's right, Spencer. And today we'll be discussing the recently released film from Illumination and Lionsgate, being the Super Mario Galaxy movie and Michael.
Also, if you're wondering where Jackson is, he's currently helping out our director Donnie in the control room right now because he currently doesn't have any reviews for this episode. I know, a little shocking. And it's also worth noting that at the time of this episode releasing, we've just done a stream covering the content that came out of CinemaCon this year. So go check that out if you haven't already.
And that being said, we've got to get ready for our first Spectrum of Opinions discussion, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We're the cast of The Spectrum Show, and for our first discussion, we'll be talking about Universal and Illumination's recently released animated blockbuster sequel, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So, Spence, what are your spectrum of opinions on this one?
Well, if I'm being honest with you,
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's nowhere near as good as the first. I'm just gonna straight up say it. But I still had a big goofy grin on my face the entire time watching this.
I think they're about comparable.
Sure. I mean, to be fair, I still enjoyed the first one more. I think the first one's a bit more competent as a film per se.
I mean, like in terms of like dramatic pacing and structure, yeah, probably, but like, you know, it's kind of marginal.
Fair enough. I mean,
okay, so plot. Like it's a Mario movie. Like it's, you know, Princess Rosalina is kidnapped. Peach goes off to help her. Mario and Luigi also at some point go off to help Peach.
And they discover Yoshi.
Yoshi's there.
Yeah, well,
he doesn't really have a lot of weight in the plot. He just exists.
Yeah, and yeah, there's just a lot happening.
Like they meet him in like the first 10 or so minutes, and he's just like their best friend now, and that's it. Like that's the extent of like the weight he's given in the plot. They meet him, and he's just their best friend now.
I mean, it feels that way in the games, to be fair. To an extent.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like no one went into Super Mario World like thinking like, dang, I want to see where the story goes. I want to see Mario's intricate relationship with this dinosaur Yoshi.
I think that's the point.
But you know, like in a non-interactive medium, like, you know, cinema, like film, it's like people are expecting like, you know,
a little bit more
narrative.
Yeah, that is a good point. But anyways, I think there's a lot going on in this movie. Like almost, I would always say more than the first.
I mean, there's a lot going on and very little going on.
Yeah, and honestly, I think
like that plot synopsis really just does sum everything up. Like Bowser Jr. is here. He's trying to take over and get his dad back, and he's the one who kidnaps Rosalina. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's whatever. And
yeah, everything just kind of happens and doesn't really feel much of a purpose.
Yeah, no, most scenes in this are mostly just like to get big, high-budget CG versions of Mario environments and enemies and stuff on the big screen, and you know, if that's the purpose,
it succeeded.
I mean, I've seen worse reasons to make a movie.
Sure, yeah, and I think honestly, like, I think here's my thing about the movie. Let's start about the good things that we liked about this movie. Visually, this movie is stunning.
I mean, yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, Illumination knows how to deliver great animation, and the Mario movies really is where they shine, honestly. I think the only thing I will say that really kind of, well, just for reference, guys, for those who might remember, the original Mario movie was our first movie here on the Spectrum Show, and I was expecting a lot going into this. I feel like it just didn't deliver on as much as I wanted it to, honestly.
I mean, I didn't expect much because the first movie itself is fairly insubstantial.
I mean, you might have been here since the beginning, Hughes. I think it's, especially compared to this one, but I feel like there's just too much happening in this one. I know I've said that a lot, but like, I just feel like there's just way too much, I think. But that being said, there is some really cool stuff here.
I mean, they're also clearly trying to tee up like a bigger, greater Nintendo animated franchise now.
Yeah, I think.
I don't care that Shigeru Miyamoto says we're not planning on a Smash Brothers movie. He is lying.
Yeah, I think he's straight up lying at this point too. Now that you bring it up, because ladies and gentlemen, we got Fox McCloud, and he is the standout character. Spoiler, by the way.
He's not even really a spoiler. Like they announced him in advance.
I know, but this is the one thing I think Universal tends to give up a little more than they usually should, I think. But
honestly, I think they made him a bit too extra in the games. He's, you know, a fairly straightforward dude.
Yeah, but honestly, like I I just loved the way he was portrayed. I think he was, well, I said the standout character. I mean, like, because I think, didn't he like Glenn Powell pitch himself to?
Apparently, Glenn Powell is just a big Star Fox fan, and he like went to Nintendo and Universal and was like, "Hey, let me make a Star Fox movie." And they were honestly, like, "Oh, we were gonna put him in this anyway. You wanna try out for him?"
And honestly, I liked him in this. I really did.
I mean, he's fine.
I mean, he's
like that's most things in this movie. He's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Brie Larson's Rosalie. She's fine. Could have been in the movie more. Also, like
Issa Rae, Honey Queen, like fine. Could have been in the movie more if they announced her.
I mean, Honey Queen is not a particularly substantial character in the Mario milieu.
True. I mean, in Wart to a certain extent is too. I mean,
like aside from the Shy Guys, Nintendo likes to pretend Super Mario Brothers doesn't exist. Did you know it was actually Doki Doki Panic?
Yep. To be fair, I actually do really like Doki Doki Mario. Honestly,
Mario 2.
Yeah, Mario. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. But it's far superior to the Lost Levels. I'll tell you that much.
In any case, I think they call it Super Mario 2 USA in Japan.
Yeah, that is true, I think.
On the subject of Rosalina, it is multiple people have pointed out, both in like memes and in general, that like it's an endgame situation over again. Yet another Brie Larson character overexposed in the marketing who barely shows up in the film itself.
I didn't even connect the dots on that.
Honestly, I hope like, you know, she gets that Metroid movie she clearly wants to make.
Yeah, and honestly, Brie Larson has said that video games are, I mean, didn't she say at one point that video games are a bigger market than film and television combined?
I'm pretty sure that's just plainly true.
Yeah, and actually, that is
like,
true.
Don't quote me on that, but like, video games are at least like bigger than one of those industries.
True, I would argue that they're probably bigger than TV at the very least. But
I'm not gonna stake out any claims without like, you know.
True.
Without having.
Don't quote us on that, please.
But yeah, Brie Larson in particular is just like apparently a huge Nintendo nerd.
She is. She's said that multiple times.
Like there's a behind the scenes video of her and the cast playing Mario Kart, and I think she was easily the top performer within the cast.
Oh, easy. Who
else was it? Like maybe one of the Safdie brothers and Donald Glover.
Wouldn't be surprised about the Safdie brothers.
What do I mean Safdie brothers? It's only Benny in this.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brie and Benny
was he the one who directed Smashing Machine, or was he the one who directed Marty Supreme?
He directed, because Josh did Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
And so Benny probably did Smashing Machine.
God, that casting still feels fake. You know, one of my friends, Robert, is still in disbelief that they got Donald Glover for Yoshi and never did a gag where he talks in a human voice.
That is actually, it is really weird, honestly. And I will say,
and that he pitched himself for Yoshi.
Did they add effects to his voice, or was that just really natural high pitch?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, because he's a singer, so I think, or singer rapper.
So he needs good vocal control just generally.
I guess, but
like it's funny that they like you could have just reused like all the Yoshi voice clips, and no one would have cared.
Yeah,
like it would literally affect no one's opinion on this movie.
Yeah,
but you just have Donald Glover to have him.
And to be fair, he hasn't been in anything in a while, as far as I know.
It's deeply funny. It's like an absolutely hilarious just burning of money.
Yeah, and also like I thought, and honestly, Chris Pratt looks like doesn't like his casting reveal is probably less shocking now compared to Donald Glover at this point.
Yeah, kind of, because like at least you expect Mario has to have a voice. Mm-hmm. Yoshi is it's a sound library.
Yeah, exactly. It's sound effects. Yeah, but honestly, like this movie is just wild, honestly.
I mean, here's the thing. I always thought that, like, even back when the first movie, I was surprised at how much I didn't really, like, care that much about Chris Pratt once I was actually sat down and watching it. He's not like, this isn't a generational Chris Pratt performance. It's no Guardians. It's no money. It's no Moneyball.
It's no Lego movie.
Yeah, but, like, he's fine. He's fine. Like, it's acceptable.
He gets him by.
I can suspend disbelief and not just think the entire time, oh, that's Chris Pratt. I'm glad Luigi is in this second one more because I love Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day's great. And who doesn't love Jack Black? I do.
Really, though, this is kind of just like the Peach movie.
I think they just saw the reception to her character in the first one. They're like, hey, we need to do more of this.
Yeah, no, she's basically the main character. Yeah. And the Mario Bros are just like two guys she knows. Like, I think Bob Chipman pointed that out.
Yeah, but if I'm being honest, like, I think they could, and we talked about this a while ago, but on one of the streams, but I think that Super Mario World would have been a much better title for this.
Heard that from Bob. Yeah. Honestly, like, this one's kind of a hodgepodge of things. They have, like, the whole dinosaur jungle baby sequence to reference the Yoshi's Island stuff.
I feel like that was just very
gratuitous.
Not the word I would. It's just illumination humor being thrown in there for the fun of it, and I was just like,
they have the dinosaur from Odyssey. They don't even really have that many like distinct planets. The galaxy thing is more just the fact that they're in space and Rosalina is important.
Yeah, and
they have some unique like gravity sequences, I guess. But, but there's nothing that specifically marks this as a galaxy movie.
That is true. I think that's what's going to turn a lot of people off, possibly. I mean, but to be fair, it's making money, so.
I mean, of course it was making money.
It's Mario, for crying out loud.
Like the kids love it. Like the theater I went out to see this was packed with a bunch of kids.
Oh
who
yeah,
were,
100%.
Really happy to see it. Like there was this kid in front of us who did like 10 backflips in a row. He's trying out to be Mario in real life.
Oh my god!
Like
I wish it was there for that.
Yeah, no, he was very happy with the movie.
That's it. That's
and
fun.
And also movie 3 coming out. Daisy.
Probably 2029, I would think.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Daisy is here now. If we're going with Super Mario Land stuff, I am predicting Wario. No Waluigi. Yeah, Waluigi will not be here because he is routinely disrespected.
I think, if anything, it's a post-credits scene at best.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, Yoshi showed up in the last post-credits scene and he was in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, we could be completely wrong. Who never knows?
I'm just saying that like both Daisy and Wario showed up in the Super Mario Land games.
I mean, you're not wrong about that.
And they're probably maybe when they get around to releasing that new 3D Mario game, they'll just like pattern the new movie off of whatever the theme is for that one.
They could.
Honestly, I taking Wonder into account, they've kind of been like getting better
they could do Wonder,
about implementing Mario's supporting cast as like actual playable characters.
Yeah.
I think the reason that Daisy and Peach were playable in that one was specifically because the director wanted them to be playable for his daughters, which was very sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Don't quote me on that, but it's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
And honestly, it's making use of the whole turkey.
Yeah, making use of everything, basically.
Yeah, making use of the whole turkey, not just leaving the supporting characters that people like on the side, getting mileage out of them.
I'm trying to think of
And who knows, maybe like the next movie will be a Wonder thing. Maybe Daisy will be in the next 3D Mario. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, the possibilities are just flat out endless.
I'm still saying Wario's going to be in the next one.
I believe Wario will be in it, and Daisy's definitely going to be in the next one.
We need DeVito. You got to get DeVito. I know that like you passed up on him for Detective Pikachu, but you need him. We
also need that sequel to Detective Pikachu. Is there even one coming out?
I don't know. That movie did fairly well, didn't it?
I think
relatively well.
And it was before Sonic came out.
Yeah, no, Sonic came out and immediately overshadowed it.
Yeah, that's a shame. But
Sonic was like the last movie I saw in theaters before the pandemic.
Yeah, seriously. But for me, it was Far From Home. Yeah.
Pikachu was actually a disappointment for the Pokemon Company.
Oh, well, Jackson just confirmed us back from the control room that Detective Pikachu was a huge disappointment. Well, that's a shame.
Well, I mean, I'll double check that later, but
I think
it like was profitable at the box office.
Yeah, box office. Anyways, but is there anything else? Or are we good to wrap this up?
I mean, like there isn't really much meat on, but like animation is really good. Plot is fairly insubstantial and kind of actively repels attempts to talk about it. Performances are fine. Like fan service is, they've got Metroid cameos, Pikmin cameos,
Mr.
Star
Game &
Fox, Mr. Game & Watch is there. Someone told me that there was an F-Zero thing. Rob,
we see
which honestly,
Dry Bowser.
Okay, Rob was one of the funniest jokes in the movie.
Yeah, and honestly, if you know your Nintendo stuff, you'll know what they're referring to.
Yeah, no, aside from that, like...
I'm trying to do the thing, but...
honestly, music, half of the price of admission for me is just getting to hear really good orchestral, renditions of Mario.
Killed it.
And, this time, they are tasteful in what little licensed music they use. They clearly absorbed the criticism of the last one that they shouldn't keep using licensed music.
Yeah, but honestly, it didn't hurt the film in any regard, the last one.
Yeah, I think it hurt it a bit. Like, are you like?
But not to a point where it really mattered.
Like, would you really have been as hype in, like, the final action sequence if, like, instead of, like, the Invincibility theme's orchestral rendition, they'd play Van Halen's Jump?
I mean, fair, but when it was done, at least they did it in places that.
No.
Anyways, but
No.
moving past that, I think we need
Like,
to wrap this.
I'm not even, like, saying it ruined it. I'm just saying it was, like, overall a negative.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Agree
like,
to disagree on that
alright.
one, but.
That wraps up this discussion on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but don't go anywhere just yet because Spencer and Donnie got another film to review for you all. This one all about music, for better and worse.
Yep.
So stay tuned. The Spectrum Show will be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. We're the cast of The Spectrum Show, and for our next review, we'll be talking about the very recently released biopic, Michael, the 1996 movie starring John Travolta, directed by Nora Ephron.
I don't think that's the Michael we're talking about, dude.
Wait, what?
Michael Jackson?
Oh. The 2026 movie starring Javar
There it
Jackson,
is.
directed by Antoine Fuqua.
That's the one. There
So,
you go.
Spence, what's your spectrum of opinions on this film?
I loved this
I
film.
loved it too. However, just as an asterisk, like depending on your opinions of the man, you're gonna come out with very different opinions on the film. Just gonna say that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's a very good way of putting it. But honestly, if we're talking about like the areas of this film that this biopic covers, it nailed almost every single bit of it. This is the epitome of what a music biopic should be. Sure, it's a little rapid fire, and Janet and Rebby are nowhere to be found.
Well, they politely declined not to be featured in the film.
Well, yes, but still, all that doesn't matter though, because this film factually gets pretty much everything right for the most part.
I'm pretty sure there's like some stuff where they twist the truth. I mean, like at the end of the day, it's a biopic. They make stuff to dramatize.
And the references they made were actually accurate to some of the real descriptions or some of the real interviews that he did too, particularly for the Motown 25 stuff. But we'll get to that in a moment. But so, do you want to describe the plot of this film? Like, what areas did this film cover?
Yeah, well, if you've been under a rock and never heard of Michael Jackson, he was raised as a kid to perform with his brothers in the Jackson 5 up until forming a solo career for himself. And the basic conflict of the film is him trying to please his family while still trying to have a solo career, like going directly against his father, Joseph, who is like...
Was amazingly played by Coleman Domingo, but a terrible person in real life.
Yeah. Coleman Domingo does a perfect job playing an absolutely terrible human being.
And he plays a lot of villainous people in his roles, anyways. To be said. Yeah. But proceed.
But yeah, the film definitely covers does a good job of capturing Jackson's early life, and the kid, the little kid who plays the young Michael Jackson, does a good job as well. In addition to
100%, yeah. And honestly, I think Jafar and Giuliano, I think that's his name. I'll put the name on screen. But this was both their first films ever, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, and they both nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like as young Michael Jackson, you get the sense of they came from very modest means in the the factory town. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how they became superstars. But you also get the dark side of fame and just how Joseph just really unhealthily.
Tortured them.
Trained Michael Jackson and his brothers to be perfect, and you do get this, and just how he's just diabolical, beating him when he misbehaved. Misbehaved, when he didn't do what he wanted.
Not to get sensitive or anything
that, absolutely. I mean, caution, you are going to see that in the film.
You're going to see some pretty intense stuff in the film.
Absolutely.
But you're also going to see some pretty amazing stuff in that film too. Yeah. Seeing the recording sessions between him and Quincy Jones were unbelievable. The Don't Stop Till You Get Enough scene was so much fun. Yeah. Beat It was amazing. Billie Jean, obviously, at Motown 25 was phenomenal. They recreated the whole Thriller set, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
The Victory Tour stuff was kind of cool because it got the audience singing at one point. Mm-hmm.
I was expecting more from the very end with the bad stuff, but they're saving it for the next movie.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it cuts off at that tour, Bad, I think, was a fun way to end off, I will say.
Yeah, it's the title of his album, so.
Yeah, and it's just a catchy song, too, don't forget.
Yeah. If we're being controversial, it kind of alludes to what he's going to encounter later in his career.
That's actually a good point. Actually, I never thought of it like that. But yeah, we're not going to sing any of this because we are not getting a copyright strike anytime soon.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but I will say there are some songs I feel like are missing from this initial lineup.
I mean, they can't do every single song.
I mean, of course
they,
not.
They need to the story and so forth.
Yes, of course. But I'm just saying, like, Rock With You is not in there. She's Out of My Life is not in there. Even some of the early solo stuff, like Gotta Be There.
It's probably on deleted scenes on the DVD when it comes out.
Or, yeah, the Blu-ray at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the hell watches DVDs anymore?
I like DVDs.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But
yeah, physical media all the way.
100%. But anyways, yeah, but this was a really, really good film, honestly. And honestly, I'm so excited to see more. But we might not be getting it until 2028, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 years. Like, that's a decent time to make the next movie.
Yeah, but comparatively, like, Infinity War to Endgame or Wicked to Wicked for Good, like, it was just back to back, you know?
I mean, I like it, like, when they take the time to make the movie. Like, they
fair
don't
enough,
need to
fair enough.
out every single year.
They really don't, but I'm very curious to see what the next film covers, because at the end, spoiler, it says his story continues.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, like, quote unquote excited, because the later part of his career ain't that fun.
It's not that fun, and it's
pretty controversial.
Yeah, but there's some damn good music to come out of it, though.
Damn good music and lots of controversy. And,
yep. Yeah, but what album would you be what song would you be most excited to see in the sequel?
Let's see. I like Earth Song, Heal the World.
Oh yeah, definitely some of the slower stuff, because we're definitely gonna get stuff from Dangerous. We're definitely gonna get stuff from History. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're getting anything from Blood on the Dance Floor. Probably not.
Probably not.
But I feel like we'll get some. At least You Rock My World from Invincible.
Probably.
Because that was the biggest song to come out of that album.
Yeah.
And I think here's my prediction: this film will end, or the second film, on the announcement of the This Is It tour, and then it will just end.
Mm-hmm.
Or
maybe it could be a recreation of what the This Is tour could have been had Michael Jackson lived to do it.
I don't think they're gonna do that, because we know what happens.
Yeah, or just as a tribute to, like, what he did, like as we see in the This Is It documentary.
Or they could show, maybe during the credits they could show footage from that movie if they wanted to. But they may not be able to, because it's a Sony film and it's a different studio.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's the Michael Jackson. Like, if the Michael Jackson company has.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think the Michael Jackson estate could probably do that. But honestly, even though this film was very rapid fire, I just had a stupid grin the entire time through this film, just seeing all the videos get recreated in the studio sessions.
Yeah, and the motivations behind his music.
Yeah, and it's and the cast gave incredible performances.
Yeah,
everyone
did. The cast too did it.
Yeah,
yeah.
We didn't get a lot of interaction with him and his brothers, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's called Michael, not the Jackson 5.
That is true. And it is kind of interesting that Janet and Rebby didn't want to be included, which is very surprising.
I mean, maybe they didn't think it wasn't going to be good.
I mean,
like, a lot of I know we liked it, but, like, a lot of critics are really slamming this. So it's like 38% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
But the fans absolutely love it.
Yeah, I think they're just mad because the critics aren't wanting it to cover what they wanted to cover, and I'm like, they're missing the point here, I think.
I do have a conspiracy theory that Hollywood was after Michael when he was alive, and they're even after him in death. That's my conspiracy.
I don't
theory.
think that's.
Don't say that. Don't quote me on that for accurate evidence.
I wouldn't doubt you even for a second. And I think that's very accurate. I think at this point, and we're not going to get into the controversy in this review, of course, because that's not what this is about. But
I mean, just real quick, like, we'll stop talking about the controversy in a minute, just to address the elephant in the room. Just like, a lot of people are still like believe like those allegations
were true,
as well as his behavior is like his inappropriate behaviors that he admits to doing. Like, of course, that was as a result of his trauma as a child, and of course, we're not condoning any of those behaviors.
Of course,
just because he's a massive celebrity, and just like, but a lot of people are still going to be turned off from that. So it's still worth putting that forward.
Yeah, but if you like his music and you really want to see a really good biopic, this is the you definitely recommend it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't do anything revolutionary in terms of movie structure, but it's still a solid biopic that tells his story as well as giving you a lot of his best hits. So if you're a Michael Jackson fan, you're definitely going to love this.
Absolutely. So anything else, or are we good to wrap up?
I'm good to wrap up. I give this film 7 out of 10.
I'm giving it a flat 10 because I just had a big stupid grin on my face the entire time. So yeah, there's really not much else to say other than go watch the movie. It's in theaters now.
Yep, go do it. Especially in the Reading. I love the Reading.
Oh yeah, definitely see it in IMAX if you can, or a big formats, or a premium large format if you can. Mm-hmm. So you want to take it from here?
Oh yeah, whoops. So Spence, is there All right, folks,
Yep.
that wraps up the reviews for this episode, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to wrap up this episode in its entirety. Just a moment. See you there. Don't stop till you watch enough.
Exactly. Well, Sean, I think we've had a pretty good time reviewing these films today, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say so. Well, I reviewed one of them.
Well, fair enough, but yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we had making it.
So that being said, if you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like and friendly comment, share this video with your family and friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel with notifications on so you don't miss any upcoming episodes.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Threads, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, TikTok, and Letterboxd. Join our Discord server and become a member on Patreon for just $1 a month to get access to bonus content you cannot get anywhere else. Also, if you don't have social media for whatever reason, you can tune into the Access Framecam channel through Roku or through your television or cable provider. It's a great way to support the show and the studio that helps us produce that show for you all to enjoy. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, good night, everybody.